Hi again, Asters. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. That I am. So I took a bit of a break since the last recording. It's now way later in the day. It's maybe three and a half hours later, maybe. Had some water, had some dinner. Pretty nice. Voices soothed out, and let's just get on with it. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. I don't like the term hanging out anymore. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here to hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Bit of a problem here. Suki finds herself stuck between... Oh, that was her going... I got it. Saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Asters. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots at Suki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try and be a part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something that you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. Thank you. That sounds very much my speed. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'd like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off with some scheduling activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. This is day 2, right? This is when something happened with Sayori. After the poem, I think. You looking for something in there? Fucking Monica. Fucking Monica. She is mad at Monica in this scene normally, so... She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Tsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. I still stand by what I said last time, whatever that was. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean? How dare you? I see. No, I don't see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Saying a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. Such a fucking nerd, although I feel it. I know that feel. Yeah, see? All three of us are in agreement here. I get closer, look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls. It's a series I've never heard in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She then points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. Oh, now I sound like Natsuki. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing. Consider this a... I wasn't able... In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book into my... Oh, I know it's coming. I know it's coming. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo. Don't just stand there. Ooh. Natsuki grabs your arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and screams, yeah, sorry. Didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Whoa, how long has it been since I read the beginning? So this is a lot of the same stuff again, although I think this is a day earlier, isn't it? Because this was after the second poem that I did this in the first time. We haven't even written... Well, we've written one poem, but we haven't shared that poem yet. You don't go back and flip through the older volumes, not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happening yet, so I can really talk at the same time. Looks like it's been a bunch of friends in high school, typical slice of life affair. Yeah, I'm really starting to feel it now. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Oh, no. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Oh, it's because the poem I wrote is based around Natsuki more than Yuri. That's why this cutscene happens, okay. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? It's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Oh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. Loud noises! But it's probably harder for someone like you, Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? Some of these lines, I forget they're there and they still get me. I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. There it is. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica is kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over to her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey. Something times something plus something. Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it in her mouth. Don't worry, Aesters. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. There's no music. I don't like that there's no music. Game, why? Why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyways, why don't we all share our poems now? Oh, I thought Zero was going to be an option. Natsuki, you feeling okay, buddy? Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. That's what the point of sharing in the first place. I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poems if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, aha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what a real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki retorts. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. Say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Same as before. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. Isn't the point of poems for someone to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be pro. I'm glad you did something. Didn't expect that from the young fucking you do. Overrating has all the routines from the first episode. All routine, let us not forget. And it's important that the game really point. Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last one. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki is one found running, that I won't take that away from her. I'm going Yuri. Oh. Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guessed that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't actually gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognized in new writers is that they try to make their own style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something that you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. So this is the same, right? The light flickers, I flicker back. Yeah, it's the same poem. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. You took so long to read it. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Yeah? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest at times. Are you into ghosts, me? Cool. I don't know how you do it. I can't say anything about ghosts at all. Yeah, this is 30 minute real life again. With them, they used to symbolic and bring feeling machines here. It's more, it's not something that way. I've done that. It's aggressive. It's nothing really. No name, but yes, whatever. It's again. Anyway, I guess I have to keep trying. I'm trying on you. Having a good time so far? Couldn't be better, really. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid, make things up okay. Keep in mind, of course, don't be afraid to bring things up. I'm not going to go with flow and tell my friends anyway. I'll cheat with me. It's kind of embarrassing, I guess I have to. Embarrassing, you know? It's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past. Yeah, that's true. I'm not a poem. I like it, really. It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, gee. No. I like to think of something that's super right. I can write it too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Haha. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down, like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know. Sorry, just trying to look on the bright side. I'm gonna not comment on that, you know. Just cause I don't even want to comment on it. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in the room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? Is this different? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. This is a different poem. That is definitely a different poem. So what do you think? It's very freeform. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. That's kind of my style. It's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, use Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try to... really good advice. I remember this from last time. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think of this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So I re-listened to Your Reality, the song from the credits of the last game after you've fully done the game. My ink flows into a dark puddle was one of the lines. It's probably in reference to that. So just move your hand and go with the flow. Just move your hand, write your way into his heart. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening, Squiggle. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. A little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing skills. Even if they're... Oh, wait, is this... The music's off. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. Gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows. Oh no, I don't have Sayori to help. No! Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Humph. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Acers did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Ooh, I'm realizing how much of a burn that is. And Acer's like my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Chucky suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Acers appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Acer started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that was a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wannabe edgy bitch. Ooh. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. Yeah, I get that. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how you try. Whoa, be careful. You might cut yourself on that edge, Jerry. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Acers hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing there. Acers, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Natsuki was being mean. I don't like this. Hi. Hi. You want Best Girl title back? Please help me. If you help me, you get Best Girl title back, at least for now. Please? Hi. Hey, Acers. Why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? That was a little scary getting up there. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think you have a few things to be sorry for. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president, am I right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri, I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Acers, please don't hate me. Please? I'm not like this. There's nothing wrong with me today. There's something wrong with me today. Gee, I wonder what it is. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting's over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a bit longer. I'm the president. I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kinda sounds like you don't want me to be around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I don't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Acers. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. Okay. I want to see Yuri's paw. No. Yes? I'll go. Okay, I'll do what I did last time and pick the ones that I think would be Sayori. Lucky. Play. What happens if I do suicide? Extreme. Agonizing. Disarray. Headphones? Inflatable. Starscape. Promise. Fireflies. Dazzle. Green cloud. Uncanny? Why does that go to her? What? I'm so confused. Let me move my mic. Philosophy. Portrait. Tenacious D. Joy. Cry. Strawberry. It's probably gonna go to Yuri. Welcome back, Asters. Hi Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly Monica isn't here yet. Move my mic again. And surprisingly Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems, but whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you could be a bad person, and now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Asters, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. It makes me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around and, sorry. What am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yuri's clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki's addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. What's ever on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. Not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it over since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. There it is, this episode. Not good at reading. I can't even say reading, I almost said writing. I'm not good at that either, but it's whatever. Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. You go off the screen a bit too much. Oh well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Asters. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks, squiggle exclamation point. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Aces, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there. So it's okay, right? In that case, I don't see a problem. Okay, can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see that you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try and calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Mary takes a deep breath, pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. What's the story about anyway? I'm going to end this episode here now that the background has changed. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope that you guys come back for the next episode. I genuinely really love this game. I love the characters. I love the way that the story goes, even though it's roughly the same as before. Honestly, I can't wait to see what this game has in store for the ending parts, because those parts are always so interesting, and I feel like that's where the crux of the change is going to be, possibly. So you guys say, oh, wait. Almost forgot. Save game to there. New picture. What's the new picture? Oh, we got a poem. Right. A continuation of Monika's first poem appearing only in Act 2. To get all 6 sides of stories, try writing poems for different characters and viewing their special scenes in DDLC. So wait, is this 1 and 2, or is it 1, 2, and then there's more? I guess I'll find out when I replay. Yeah, that's about it for now. See you guys next time. I already did the outro, so yeah, hell.